Demanding Jeopardy! Fans want major changes for Season 39. The Demanding Jeopardy! Fans want major changes to take place in Season 39. Earlier this week, the popular quiz show announced that both Ken Jennings and Mayim Bialik are the permanent hosts. They hosted much of Season 38 on separate occasions. Most fans are underwhelmed by the news, so they're hoping that the show will listen to their requests for next season. They found new ways to improve the show moving forward. If their voice doesn't matter when it comes to who should host, they will come up with other fresh ideas. Read on to learn more and to see what fans have to say. Both Ken Jennings and Mayim Bialik are replacing the late Alex Trebek. Jeopardy! Fans think the legendary show host is rolling in his grave. They think the show's decision is an insult to the original host who commanded the show for 30 years. Some notice that Jennings has a weakness when it comes to his hosting ability. As TV show's Ace previously reported, the champ has a need for speed. No, he doesn't plan to become a race car driver. In fact, Jennings gave fans whiplash when it comes to the way he reads off the clues. They wish that he would slow down. On the other hand, Jeopardy! Fans think Bialik is too slow. They say that she needs to keep up with the pace of the show. They noticed that the Blossom alum would pause to listen for cues from production. However, they think it changes the natural flow of the game show. Fans can't help but notice how different the two co-hosts are from their predecessor. It's obvious that there will be no one else like Alex Trebek, but fans still wish that either LeVar Burton or Buzzy Cohen ended up with the position instead. There's no doubt that they would have been criticized for their hosting abilities. Proposed changes for Jeopardy! Season 39? Jeopardy! Season 38 came to an end on Friday, July 29th. Ken was the one who closed down the show with his special message. Now fans are offering their input for Season 39 on Reddit. They think the show will improve if production follows through on these changes. Here are just some of the things they have in mind. Cannot wait for the next season. And if we're finally going to get a new logo or a new Think music, increase the clue values. It's been 20 plus years, and we're currently experiencing the highest inflation in 40 years. Jeopardy! Logo includes headshots of Mayim and Ken. There's one change that's happening next season. The show will bring back the live studio audience. There wasn't a studio audience for the past few years due to the pandemic. This will help improve the show's obvious audio issues. What major changes do you think should take place in Season 39 of Jeopardy! Or do you think the show is fine as it is? Sound off below in the comment section. Check back with TV show's Ace for more news on Jeopardy! Few game shows boast a fan base as passionate, knowledgeable, and meticulous as Jeopardy! For nearly 4 decades, the long-running quiz show has maintained an almost sacred place in American pop culture, an intellectual proving ground where wit and wisdom collide, all under the watchful glare of those iconic blue boards. Yet, as Jeopardy! Barrels toward its 39th season, it's not just contestants who are ready with pressing questions. The fans themselves are demanding answers, and more importantly, changes. Over the last year, murmurs of discontent have rippled through the Jeopardy! Community, from online forums like Reddit's r/Jeopardy to the show's sprawling network of superfans on Twitter or X. While debates about daily doubles and final wagers have always been par for the course, this time the grievances cut deeper, touching the very structure, tone, and identity of the show itself. The hosting conundrum. No issue has dominated Jeopardy! Discourse more than the search for a permanent host following the death of the beloved Alex Trebek in 2020. Season 38 saw the baton tentatively pass between Mayim Bialik and Ken Jennings, with both sharing hosting duties across regular episodes and specials. While some fans have warmly embraced Jennings, the affable Jeopardy! GOAT and 74-time champion, as a natural successor steeped in the show's traditions, others have voiced dissatisfaction with the back-and-forth approach. Bialik, despite her academic credentials and charisma, has drawn criticism for a hosting style some viewers describe as too casual or disjointed for Jeopardy! Its precise rhythm. Many fans are now demanding Season 39 bring finality to the matter. "We need stability," wrote one Reddit user in a thread with over 2,000 upvotes. The rotating host model is confusing and undermines the continuity we've always loved about Jeopardy! Another echoed the sentiment on X, calling for a single, consistent host to re-establish the heartbeat of the show. 2. Tighter clue quality control. Longtime viewers have noticed a subtle but significant shift in the nature of clues over the past few seasons. Complaints range from sloppy wording to overly niche or esoteric subject matter that skews too far from the show's traditionally broad general knowledge base. Some clues feel like they're written for trivia pub night, not Jeopardy, said Ely Strand, a four-time contestant from Chicago. I've seen inconsistent phrasing, uneven difficulty levels, and even factual inaccuracies sneak through lately that just didn't happen under the Trebek-era writing team. A vocal segment of fans is urging the production team to recalibrate, prioritizing clue clarity, rigor, and balance to ensure the integrity of the game remains intact. Calls for reintroducing more classic literature, history, and science categories, staples that once defined Jeopardy's intellectual landscape, are growing louder by the week. 3. Reconsidering the tournament structures. Special tournaments like the Tournament of Champions, College Championship, and Celebrity Jeopardy have long been fan favorites. Yet recent seasons' flurry of new tournament formats, from the Second Chance Tournament to the Jeopardy! Masters Invitational, has sparked fatigue. Too many gimmicky tournaments dilute the core game, argued one ex-user. I want regular episodes with everyday contestants, not constant showcases of the same elite few. Others have raised concerns about fairness. Repeated invitations for top-tier players like Matt Amodio, Amy Schneider, and James Holzhauer, while thrilling for superfans, risk sidelining fresh faces and diminishing the democratic spirit of the game. Fans are urging producers to reassess how often tournaments are held and how participants are selected to strike a healthier balance. Modernizing the set and tech. Cautiously, while few would advocate for radical visual overhauls, fans have increasingly suggested modest, thoughtful updates to Jeopardy! The set design and on-screen graphics. Suggestions include sharper high-definition clue boards, smoother category transitions, and cleaner score displays, all aimed at modernizing the visual language without eroding the show's familiar aesthetic. Season 38's graphics package felt a little dated, especially compared to other primetime game shows, noted graphic designer and lifelong fan Victor Morales. They can make small improvements to polish the look without going full "Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?" flashiness. However, the consensus among the fan base is clear. Evolution should be subtle and respectful, not disruptive. No one wants to see Jeopardy! Turn into a neon-lit, sound effect-heavy spectacle. 5. Enhancing contestant diversity. While Jeopardy! Has long championed contestants from varied geographic, professional, and academic backgrounds, recent seasons have seen fans push for even broader representation, particularly regarding race, gender identity, and disability. I'd love to see more contestants who reflect America's real diversity, said Kavita Rao, a former online test taker. Brilliant minds come from everywhere, not just Ivy Leagues or law offices. Fans are calling on casting directors to continue expanding outreach efforts, refining audition processes to attract underrepresented voices, and ensuring contestants of all abilities feel welcomed and supported. It's a gentle but persistent reminder that the pursuit of knowledge transcends demographic lines. Will the powers that be listen? As season 39 approaches, executive producer Michael Davis and the Sony Pictures television team face a delicate balancing act. On one hand, Jeopardy's